Set for a start. Favourite drawn out, Shangri Express. Can he cross them? Attendant climbs in with a runner drawn in the centre. Now they're away. Shangri Express out wide, jumped away on level terms with them, showing great speed, was better being single. Shangri Express is up outside of it early as they go hard into that first turn, very wide Trafalgar Square. Arts Alive's on the rails in that bunch, Climactic, so too Thunderous, followed by on the outside Petawawa. Ruda Royale, Volatile, the next pair, wide out Miss Judas with some cover, then Scampy. They were being followed by Lamentum, tailed off War Council, and that's outstanding is the last one. Shangri Express found the rail on the turn. 3/4 of a length in front of Trafalgar Square. It's Shangri Express, half a length now Trafalgar Square early in the straight. Climactic, Petawawa. Back behind those Volatile, weaving for a run. Scampy's down the outside, running home. 200 metres to go. Shangri Express has beaten off Trafalgar Square. Scampy's coming on the outside, making steady ground, but it's still Shangri Express. Ruda Royale flashes up on the fence. Shangri Express hanging on though, and Shangri Express is going to win it by 1 length on Ruda Royale. Winner burns the candle at both ends. Third in Volatile, ahead of Climactic. Back behind those when they pull up was Petawawa in company with Better Being Single. Behind those was Trafalgar Square. Scampy in front of those, followed in by Arts Alive, Lamentum, War Council, Thunderous, and that's outstanding.
Yeah, a naturally gifted, fast 2-year-old, Shangri Express. So much speed from a standing start. That first 100 metres run in a 7.99. Then they went a 10.52 and a 10.93 before gradually getting slower. 11.33, 11.26. So he got going again, and then 11.88 home in a 63.95. Well, after the running of the Golden Gift, Shangri Express has run 63.95, defeating Ruda Royale and Volatile. What sheer speed, Ronnie?
Quality colt, did at both ends, so there's your starting point for your slipper. Qualified, he'll be hard in the market for a long while to come, I'd suggest, and great vision by the McAvoys to bring the second horse. He qualifies himself for a slipper as well. Volatile was good, Climatic, well, Matt Dunn's assessment of him was pretty good also. A couple of other good runs in the race, but look at this big brute of a colt. He is all quality, Shangri Express.
He was outstanding today, Ronnie. Obviously, he's got absolutely brilliant gate speed, but I was a little bit concerned behind the gates when that horse had to be reshod, and he looked like he was melting behind the barriers. He looked like he'd lighten off a fraction from his first up run, but wow, that was pretty impressive. He burnt the candle at both ends and was still really, really strong through the line.
What's it like being on those precocious 2-year-olds, the ones that have got all the speed, that roll to the front and keep running?
Yeah, it's really weird, Greg. Sometimes you just got to try and harness that speed. He's in obviously a tough stable, but knowing how tough they are when you ride for Gay and Adrian, it's a pretty good feeling.
Well, some of their best 2-year-olds have been just that, haven't they? They've just jump, run, but can hold it all the way.
Absolutely natural as they jump. They go good tempo. They give themselves 1 or 2 little breathers down the back for those cheap sectionals over a furlong or 2, but then push the button, top of the straight, and again, I'm blown away by that win.
Regan Bayliss has found himself a good 2-year-old going forward.
A very, very nice horse.
So those numbers official after the Golden Gift 1, 2, 5 and 6, 63.95 and home in 34.63. Well done. Well done, just naturally brilliant, this horse.
He is, all the makings of those top class 2-year-olds, as you said, that natural sustained speed, and yeah, he showed that in abundance today.
Were you confident going into his debut win that he could do something like that when we saw him in the Kirkham?
Yeah, in fairness, we do a bit of work with him at home in terms of sort of the jump outs, and he'd shown plenty of natural speed right from the outset, from his very first go. So everything he did, he picked up very quickly and just did it all very naturally from the outset. So no surprise that every stage of the way he's gone along and been, as naturally he has.
And describe what's happened since the Kirkham to today. What's he been like?
He's been great. He trained on really well. That certainly sharpened him up. I was just trying to keep him contained for those couple of weeks. I thought we obviously had the right horse coming here today, and just wanted to make sure we got him here in good order, and wanted to get today over with so that we can plan for the autumn.
It's Remembrance Day. It's the 11th of the 11th. It's a bit of time to go to the slipper. You put him away now and you just set him with one goal?
Yeah, I think so. He's a Magic Millions horse, but whether we look to that with him, you know, there's a few things to take into consideration still, but I wouldn't rule it out. But most likely, you know, the Golden Slipper with these colts is obviously where you want to be aiming. So we'll work back from that and see what it looks like.
Yeah. What would he need to show you to run in a Magic Millions in January?
Just whether we feel he can handle it all, and whether we leave enough in the tank for the big race. But you know, over traditionally, I guess, horses have gone through there and performed very well. So no reason he couldn't, but he's had a decent enough time getting here today.
Great work.
Thanks very much.
Congratulations, Regan. That was pretty impressive.
It was, Brandy. As I was just saying here before, it's a hot day here today, as we all know, and he absolutely melted in the yard, even behind the barriers, and one pulled a shoe. And so he had to overcome that, and he also had to overcome barrier 14. And he did it the tough way and showed his class.
What was the feeling when on straightening? Like he'd burnt the candle at the start of the gate. What was the feeling getting into the straight?
Mate, he's such a casual horse that although we're running along and he's doing work, he's just doing it all off the bridle, and once he balances up and you give him a little tickle, that's when he grabs a bit, and they're the horses that go a long way.
Do you reckon he would have chased really hard if he had a bunny?
Yeah, absolutely. If I had something to follow, just haven't had the opportunity. He's drawn 2 wide barriers, and even something to follow, I think you'll see even a better horse.
Right on, mate.
Thank you.